So several months ago, I thought I had found this DNA sequence that I needed in order to complete this experiment. But it turns out the DNA sequence I thought I had found was just some random sequence that didn't help me out at all. So for the last several months, I've been continuing to try and isolate this DNA sequence from a snail for a particular protein that I need to complete this experiment. In order to isolate this DNA sequence, I've been running this protocol called PCR, or polymerase chain reaction. And this way of increasing the concentration of one particular DNA fragment. So I mean, I've been like doing these reactions for months and months and months, and I kept striking out until last week. I was able to find a DNA fragment that looked super promising, and I sent it to my buddy to sequence it. And he sent me that sequence back. And the DNA sequence is super clean. A, T, C's, and G's, those are the 4 compounds that make up DNA. Each one of these peaks represent one nucleotide. So the green peaks represent A's, the red peaks represent T's, the black peaks represent G's, and then the blue peak right there represents a C. A year ago, I had no idea that it was going to take this long. But now that I actually have this data, I can move forward with this experiment. I'm just like so incredibly amped about it. What's up, dude? Okay, so this is Kevin.
I came in to weigh the snakes.
Kevin, walk us through how we feed the snakes in our lab.
You have to identify them, each of the 3 snakes based off their numbers.
Okay.
And to do that, you pick up a snake. And what the numbers are corresponding to are these marks on their scales. Yeah, right here is one of them.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one, I think, is up higher. It's right here.
So we make a little scar on the scales, and that allows us to identify each individual snake. So we can tell the difference between 78, 9, and 92. And that also allows us to track how much food each individual snake is eating. So, why is this snake in the container?
We have to put him in there to get his weight so we know how much to feed him tomorrow.
Weigh them so you know how much food to give them.
Exactly.
Talk a little bit about what you want to do long term.
Long term, the goal is either vet school or med school.
Vet school or med school?
Yeah.
So how does research in snakes tie into vet school and med school?
Well, it ties in a lot with vet school because you have to have a lot of hands-on experience to get in.
And remind me how you got in touch with this lab? You've been working here for about or in our lab for like a year or so, right?
Almost a year. Yeah. And it started off with just looking up what research was going on at the university.
Uh-huh.
And then I found you guys' lab and it looked interesting, and I saw the animals you guys were dealing with and everything. So I emailed everybody that I possibly could find. And then whenever I didn't get an email back, I just sent more.
Yeah. That's right. I remember because you I remember getting like one email, and then I got busy, and then I got a second email. I was like, oh, I should probably email this person back. And then I think I forgot. Yeah. And then by the 3rd email, I was like, wow, okay, I gotta get an interview with Kevin because he's been super persistent.
Yeah.
A.
What was
A. T. T.
Oh my gosh, it's reading the...
T. A. A. C. A.
That is the craziest thing. I had no idea. Okay.
You know you're a scientist when you get excited about it, reading off DNA.
Yeah.
What? That's incredible!
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Shaky Cam Science. If you have a question about this episode or any of my episodes, feel free to leave a comment in the discussion below, and I would love to talk science with you all. Alright guys, catch you next week.